Running a production-grade AI agent has always been a calculation of elite performance versus high cost. That calculation just changed. Xiaomi, a company primarily known for smartphones and consumer hardware, has entered the frontier space with their new MiMo V2.5 model series. This architecture produces software engineering capabilities that directly match top-tier models like Anthropic's Claude Opus 4.6 and OpenAI's GPT 5.4. We can see the exact comparison in this SWE Bench Pro bar chart, which measures a model's ability to solve real-world GitHub issues. Xiaomi's Pro model posts a score of 57.2, placing it within half a point of both GPT 5.4 and Claude Opus. Looking at this dashboard of agent benchmarks, we see how the series is split. While the Pro model handles deep reasoning and code-based operations, the standard MiMo V2.5 model handles native omnimodal office tasks and still manages a competitive 56.1 on that same test. High-level coding execution has historically been gate-capped by the price premiums of a few elite AI labs. These results suggest that frontier-level performance is no longer tied to those high costs. Achieving this level of parity from outside the traditional AI ecosystem requires a different approach to the underlying architecture. Xiaomi built these models around a custom CSY compiler, written entirely in Rust, to optimize how the model processes information. Instead of traditional processing bottlenecks, this Rust-based compiler routes data packets at extreme speeds, maximizing the efficiency of every token generated. Because of this routing, the standard model pushes out 100 to 150 tokens per second, while the heavier Pro model maintains a rapid 60 to 80 tokens per second. When running complex, real-time agentic workflows that require thousands of micro-decisions, that raw inference speed prevents the system from stalling during long tasks. That speed is paired with a 1 million token context window, giving the model an enormous working memory to handle long horizon tasks. In this context, a long horizon task means the agent can operate autonomously for extended periods, sustaining over 1,000 continuous tool calls without needing a human to intervene. To test this, researchers prompted the Pro model to build a full-feature video desktop app, including a multi-track timeline and audio mixing. It worked autonomously for 11.5 hours. By the end of that session, the model had executed 1,868 independent tool calls to produce 8,192 lines of functional code. If you want to keep tracking how these open-source models are closing the gap on enterprise AI, hit the subscribe button below. We are reaching a point where software engineering is less about manual typing and more about managing these autonomous agent swarms. This architecture translates into significant token efficiency on agent benchmarks like Claude, which directly impacts the cost of running those swarms. This plot maps performance against average tokens used. The optimal position is the top left quadrant, where 2 orange stars represent MiMo. The Pro model uses 42. Do you think a hardware company like Xiaomi can maintain this frontier status? Let me know how you plan to use these agents in your own projects.